Okay, tell us about your snorkeling
Oh, we used
in
to,
the Jump River.
yeah, that's about 16 miles north of our property in Wisconsin. We go up the Jump River there and use the snorkel on our swim fins and go in the river there and swim around and look at fish around the rocks and stuff. You see all kinds of fish. And I remember one time I saw a big catfish between two big rocks, and Mike was on the shore casting with his pole. I went up there and told him, Mike, I come up, I said, Mike, I guess there's a big catfish here. Throw me your line. So he cast his line out, and I got it, and I dribbled it down on the back of the fish because you couldn't see its head. It was in under between them rocks. And the fish backs up when I rubbed it on it, and I put the worms there, and he grabbed that thing, and I jerked on it and pulled him out of there, and I told Mike, well, he's yours. Well, Mike didn't have enough sense to play him because that fish was big. It was probably about that, I don't know, about 30 inches long, catfish. And he started cranking in fast. That fish just said, no, none of that. He just took off and broke his line. But I used to enjoy just seeing what you could see. I've seen the soft-shelled turtles when you're snorkeling. I've seen all types of fish around the rocks and stuff. And once in a while you see a water snake that's in there looking for food. But it's interesting. You get a chance to see how the fish live there in the water, how they hide. Boy, they can hide in around them rocks pretty good.
What other things you love to do?
Well, I used to hike all the time. I just loved walking, and like I said, even here at the Beach Park, down at Illinois State Park, I mean, uh, I loved hiking around. I used to walk a lot, and it wasn't uncommon for me to walk 10 miles a day just hiking around. Uh, when I was lived down in Indiana, I'd walk that uh, Wabash River and go clear down to Andrews walking and back home. And that's a lot of walk.
Think that's been your secret to longevity?
I don't know. I suppose so. But I did a lot of it and enjoyed it. I could do a lot of it. And I didn't have any problem when I got in the army and they put the backpacks on and told you to walk for 10 miles. I could do that with no problem at all because I was so used to walking. And the other thing is you're walking in all kinds of terrain. In swamps and logs on the ground and stumps. So you got to have good knowledge of where to put your feet so you don't keep tripping all the time and falling over. So I learned a lot by doing that.
Do you recall anything about from any of your favorite hunting trip?
Oh, I had, oh God, I had so many of them. But I guess one of them that I liked much is the one that I went down and our boys got property down in central Illinois, and I shot my first buck with a muzzleloader rifle, and that was a nice thing. I enjoyed that. Up in Wisconsin, I used to always hunt Canadian geese, partridge, and ducks. And right now, the partridge is pretty thin. You don't see them much anymore. But I can't walk that much, so I don't hunt anymore like that.
Grouse too, yeah, grouse.
So, but I enjoyed it. To me, outdoors was my life. I loved outdoors. I loved being in the woods, along the rivers, in the lakes, wading. And it was just I thought the thing to do. And so my kids all grew up liking that too. All the boys especially.
Yeah, I see Mark, David, Mike. They're always outdoor.
Yeah,
Bow hunting or
Yeah.
fishing.
yeah. I did my first bow hunting. Actually, it was up in Wisconsin, in Jackson County. I would hunt there with John Langley. That's when I started with the bow hunting. As a group, we started that there in Black River Falls. Then I went down to central Illinois, but I didn't hunt bull down there. I used muzzle loader for deer and that during the muzzle loading season. But I don't hunt them anymore. It's too much work for me now.